Welcome to Our Mountains. I'm Rhonda Brashear.
I'm Dean Osborne.
And I'm Joel Brashear. And folks, we are back for season 3.
Wow, can't believe it.
Hard to believe, and we're looking forward to a great season. A lot of great guests, a lot of great music.
Yes.
We got some amazing stuff lined up for you. But first, I thought we'd talk about something that's near and dear to all of us, I think, and that's our religion. And coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to have some children singing a gospel song for us. And I wanted to know, what was your all's favorite songs when you were kids in church?
Oh, I guess I had a lot of favorite songs learned in Sunday school, but one that comes to memory is Jesus Wants Me for a Sunbeam. When I was in 2nd grade, I learned that one from Miss Ruth Baker, and she was a dear soul.
Okay, Dean?
Mine was of the ones we learned when I was a kid, probably Jesus Loves Me, because when I got in a group called the Christian Singers, when we were in high school and early college, we had a great soloist. Her name was Carla Murphy, and she did an adult version of that, but it reminded me that the message was the same as when we were a kid as when we got older. Mm-hmm. Beautiful song.
It is.
Well, right now we're going to welcome the Bowers family back to the show, and they have a very special vocalist joining them, and they'll be doing the song, I Just Want to Be a Sheep.
I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I pray the Lord is all to keep. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I don't wanna be a Pharisee. I don't wanna be a Pharisee, 'cause they're not fair, you see. I don't wanna be a Pharisee. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I don't wanna be a Sadducee. I don't wanna be a Sadducee, 'cause they're so sad, you see. I don't wanna be a Sadducee. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I don't wanna be a Canaanite. I don't wanna be a Canaanite, 'cause they raise Canaanite. I don't wanna be a Canaanite. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I don't wanna be a hypocrite. I don't wanna be a hypocrite, 'cause they're not hip with it. I don't wanna be a hypocrite. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a goat, nope. I don't wanna be a goat, nope, 'cause there's no hope, nope. I don't wanna be a goat, nope. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I just wanna be a sheep, ba 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 ba.
What a great song from the Bowers family. We'll be looking forward to having them back this season with more music celebrating their Christian faith. Also, Richard's going to bring back the Voices of Appalachia Choir from Alice Lloyd College, and they'll share some songs with us as well. After this break, we're going to go to Rhonda's Country Kitchen. She's going to show us how to make a dish called braided chicken. Don't go away.
Frontier Nursing University is committed to better care for women and families. Our nurse midwife and nurse practitioner programs rank among the top in the nation, and our graduates are passionate leaders who serve rural and underserved communities around the world. Frontier.edu.
Welcome to Our Mountains. My husband goes to a lot of meetings, and at these meetings, they do a lot of eating. So he was telling me about a recipe that had chicken and broccoli, and it was in a braid, and I couldn't understand anything about it. And He never did bring me any because they ate it up before he came home. Well, the other night he brought home the recipe. So today we're going to try that recipe, but with my own take. I'm changing some things. I'm adding my own ingredients to it. So this is a chicken braid. So we'll start with the dough. You want to keep these intact. So do not separate, just unroll the dough. And I'm using a baking stone. I found that this really makes a crisp outside on your rolls. It is okay to overlap this some because you're going to roll it out flat. So just roll these crescent roll dough to about the size of your stone. If you don't have a baking stone, just use a cookie sheet or a baking pan. Something about the size that you're seeing here, about 12 by 18, something like that. Try to get it as flat and uniform as possible. It's okay if some of it's a little longer because we're going to braid this. So let's let that sit there just for a minute while we work on the filling. I've got just a package of broccoli, which I did steam in the microwave, and I seasoned it with some butter and salt. Chopped it up. I have some chunk chicken. It calls for 2 cups, but I'm going to go ahead and add 3 whole cans. I want to make it very meaty. All of these have been drained. Everything I'm using in the cans today have been drained. Water chestnuts, and they're sliced. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of dill weed, a heaping teaspoon of garlic, and this is minced garlic, lots of cheese. I'm using the grated, finely grated cheddar cheese. I'll save that for a minute. And to bind this all together, I'm going to use mayonnaise. About a 1/2 to 3/4 cup. It's a very rich filling. This is a meal in itself. I served it last weekend and it served 6 adults very well. We had a salad and this and a dessert, and it was a good meal. You're going to love the crunch of these water chestnuts. Now you take your dough, and I have a pizza cutter, or you can use a knife, and you're going to slice about 1 inch, about 1/3 of the way in, okay? They don't have to be exact. And then do the same thing on the other side. You're going to come about 1/3 of the way in. Just slice away. Kids would love helping with this. And there. Now in this center part right here that I did not slice, that's where I'm going to put the meat. Now it's going to be a little bit messy. So I think I'm going to move it over right here so it won't go down in my burners. Okay, we're going to spoon this. Try to keep it in the center as much as possible. I can smell the dill weed. I can smell the broccoli, the chicken, and the garlic even just a little bit. You could add more if you'd like. You can add a lot of garlic if you really love it. I don't. Just a taste is all I like. You could even add some onion if you wanted. This is a recipe that you could just customize yourself. Now you want to have your oven hot. You want to have it at 350 degrees. You know, everything's baked at 350 degrees. Have you ever noticed that? Most everything. All right, now, the braiding part. You just start at one end, and you're going to just fold it over. And there's no art to it. You just fold it over. And the next one, that one broke. I'm going to put it up here and fold it in. I'm going to have to stretch them today because I have all this extra meat filling. I left the end on both of them open intentionally so I can just kind of pinch it together like that. Hopefully it won't run out in the oven. I have a beaten egg white. I'm going to brush it on. This will give it a nice brown color when it bakes, and it also will stick the almonds to it. I have a bag of slivered almonds that I'm going to put on top. So not only is this recipe crunchy on the inside, it's crunchy on the outside. And just drizzle those on. They will brown up really nice in the oven, and they are so good. They just give it such a good flavor and a good crunch. Ready for the oven. 350 degrees, and you're going to bake this. The time's going to vary because I've got so much in it today. I'm going to watch it very closely, but when it starts puffing up and getting nice and brown, it should be about 30 to 40 minutes. But watch it, you don't want to burn it. 350, 30 or 40 minutes. Okay. The chicken braid has been in the oven about 35 minutes, and it looks like it's just about perfect. It's hot and bubbly, nice golden brown on the outside. The nuts are nice and toasted. It looks very good. It smells wonderful. Let's cut into it and see how it looks. All right, look at that. That looks really good. So here's your meal. Almost soup to nuts, huh? Hope you enjoy it, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Our Mountains is sponsored by Frontier Nursing University, educating nurse midwives and nurse practitioners through distance education. The Kentucky Bankers Association. The Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky, a community foundation helping donors make meaningful investments in Eastern Kentucky. Learn more at appalachiankentucky.org. Hazard Community and Technical College. Find them online at hazard.kctcs.edu.
Thanks again for Rhonda and Joel and Dean for allowing me to be on the program. We're going to do an old song in the swing style called Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Folks, welcome back to Our Mountains. Now, I've got a very special guest with me, and folks from around this region, it's going to be a familiar face. Miss Danielle Smoot, thank you for being here.
It's good to be here.
Now, Danielle and I worked together for many years at WYMT, doing a lot of different projects, and in that time, I did not know you were a singer.
Well, I really just sing at church, Joel, so I didn't really do singing on the news.
Well, you could have sung in the newsroom or in master control.
Maybe I should have.
It would have made the day go by a lot quicker.
We didn't have time for that. We were always on a deadline.
That's true. We were busy. But coming up, we're going to have you sing a song that, folks, I'm not going to oversell this. It's going to blow your socks off.
Oh my gosh, no pressure.
No pressure on you. It's amazing. Now, but speaking of amazing, your church, Faith
Yes,
Assembly of God,
yes.
is amazing.
It is amazing.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so Faith Assembly of God here in London, Kentucky. We have a lot of great things going on. We have a new pastor. He's been here for about a year now. And we just have a lot of very specialized, interesting services coming up over the next year. He has a lot of special speakers coming in. For instance, we just had John Godwin from Duck Dynasty, who doesn't love a little Uncle Si and
Absolutely.
Duck Dynasty, right? So he just spoke here. And also late last year, we had a 9/11 survivor. He was
wow.
on one of the top floors of one of the towers that was hit, and getting the opportunity to hear his testimony and the testimony of somebody like John Godwin from Duck Dynasty, it just helps you connect more. And it gives us the opportunity to invite people to church that don't come on a regular basis, or family members or friends who, you've really just wanted to bring into church, and, they don't want to maybe come into a regular service, and you could say, hey, but come in and listen to this speaker. So it's exciting to have those type of services where we can invite extra people to come in and see what's happening here at Faith Assembly and the programs that we have. Our youth group is growing, our entire congregation is growing, and we just love the opportunity to love on people.
Well, that's amazing. And she might not say it, but their music is phenomenal. And you're going to get a chance to hear it coming right up.
One voice, unifying banking in Kentucky, our Commonwealth. We are the Kentucky Bankers Association. We are the KBA. The KBA is a nonprofit trade organization that has been providing legislative, compliance, education, and vendor solutions to its member institutions since 1891. The KBA's directors and staff work together with its members to make the financial services industry in Kentucky a more effective and successful place to work. The mission of the KBA is to provide effective advocacy for banks in Kentucky and on a national level. We strive to serve as a reliable and responsive source of information and education about areas of interest to the Kentucky banker. The strength of the Kentucky Bankers Association is bankers unifying as an industry to speak as one voice. With one voice, we are a Commonwealth.
Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train.
I'm Nina Harris, and I'm assistant professor at Frontier Nursing University, and I'm also a nurse midwife and a nurse practitioner.
At Frontier Nursing University, it's more than an education, it's a calling. Answer the call.
Far be it from me to not believe
Well, that finishes the first show of our third season, and I think it turned out pretty well, don't you?
I did. It was a great show, a lot of great music and guests.
Yeah. And Joel, what's coming up?
We've got a lot in the works for this season. I'm working on a story with Alice Lloyd College. We'll be heading over there to talk to the folks over there. Allison Davis is the director of CEDIC. She's going to be joining us in a couple weeks. We'll be talking with her. And there's so much more we've got in the works. I can't wait to share with everybody at home.
Great.
Looking
Indeed.
forward to music from Dan Woods from Frontier Nursing University. And we're working on getting the great Bobby Osborne back on our program again.
That's
a lot
wonderful.
of things in the works for us this season. Looking forward to it.
And we're going to have more food than you can eat, I promise you.
That might not be true.
Yeah, I'll take that bit.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.